first stretch of road beyond the metro areas of Austin and San Antonio is South Texas, from mile marker 140 to mile marker 15. This is a section of highway that does not have many fuel stations, so keep an eye on your fuel gauge. Once at the border, crossing into Mexico is pretty straightforward. However, be aware that you might be flagged for a vehicle inspection. Random vehicle inspection stops are indicated by a red light and a siren that sound upon entry into Mexico. The Mexican immigration office, called the aduana, will be your first stop. This is where you will get your Mexican personal visa, known as a permiso. The only thing you need for your permiso is a passport valid for at least 6 months and $20 US. The permiso is valid for 180 days. It's very likely that the Mexican federal authorities will ask to see your documents during your travels in Mexico. The first place this is probably going to happen is at the 50-kilometer checkpoint. Every major highway in Mexico has a checkpoint located 50 kilometers south of the US border. Do not arrive to this checkpoint without your documents. Now that you have your vehicle registration, your permiso, and you've cleared the 50-kilometer checkpoint, you are ready to travel throughout the entire country of Mexico.
Now let's talk about fueling up your motorcycle in Mexico. One notable difference about riding in the US versus riding a motorcycle in Mexico is going to be how you fuel up. So first, let's take note of the fuel cost, or the gasoline cost specifically in Mexico. So right now, you've got 3 options on the board. One is red, which says 92, that's for 92 octane. And then you've got green, which is 87. And then black. Black is diesel. Pricing. So most motorcycles, the only thing you're even going to want to consider is the 92 octane, which is 21 pesos per liter. There's about 3.7 liters per gallon. That comes out to roughly $4 US per gallon. Aside from the difference in units, liters versus gallons, and Mexican pesos versus US dollars, another notable difference is going to be how you fuel up. When you arrive to the fuel station in Mexico, you don't put your own gas in your bike. You talk to one of the servicemen at the fuel station, pull your bike up to the pump, and then you have to select your fuel. This can be a little bit complicated if you're not used to it, but typically in the United States, green is representative of diesel. In Mexico, green is representative of the lower octane fuel, or the cheaper gas. Red is representative of the higher octane fuel. And again, regarding pricing, the higher octane fuel is going to cost about $4 per gallon.
You'll start to see the landscape change as you approach Monterrey. Follow the mountains as they expand to the southwest. They will guide you directly to Saltillo and Rancho El Morillo.